Dana White just made it official, Khamzat Chimaev vs Dricus Du Plessis is happening, and the UFC president's message is crystal clear: Du Plessis is in real danger. From cryptic Instagram warnings to behind-the-scenes contract leaks, everything is pointing toward a violent showdown this June. But is DDP ready for the storm that's coming? Dana White officially set the course for the UFC middleweight division when he confirmed that the winner of Du Plessis vs Strickland 2 would face Khamzat Chimaev next for the 185-pound strap. After Dricus Du Plessis secured a hard-fought unanimous decision victory over Sean Strickland, all signs began pointing toward a showdown with Chimaev, the undefeated, surging contender coming off a dominant submission win over Robert Whittaker at UFC 308. While the UFC has yet to release a formal event poster or press release, reports from Chimaev's inner circle have added weight to the fight's inevitability. Specifically, Rasul Shamsudinov, a close friend of Chimaev, stated in a live stream on March 13 that both fighters had signed the contract and that the UFC is now focused on finalizing the event date. He added that the fight is being targeted for International Fight Week in late June, alongside possible appearances from other stars like Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev on the same card, making it a blockbuster event in the making. Despite the lack of an official UFC press release, all parties, including the fighters themselves, have publicly acknowledged the matchup as the next logical step. The promotion's current silence may be strategic, building anticipation for what could be one of the biggest middleweight title clashes in recent years. Khamzat Chimaev, known for his no-nonsense, aggressive persona, didn't hold back as he issued a chilling 5-word message aimed at the reigning champion: "Soon and new inshallah." This short but powerful statement was posted on Chimaev's Instagram story alongside a video of him walking into the octagon, shared originally by fellow fighter Shamil Bareev. The post was not just a motivational clip, it was a symbolic warning, clearly signaling Chimaev's belief that he's the rightful heir to the UFC middleweight throne. This wasn't the first time Chimaev publicly taunted Du Plessis. In a previous encounter, Chimaev reportedly greeted DDP with a sweaty, sarcastic "good morning," prompting the South African champion to fire back with a blunt, "Brother, you." While the exchange may have seemed humorous at the time, Chimaev's latest message suggests he is now dead serious. With his dominant win over Robert Whittaker, submitting the former champion in the first round with a brutal face crank that left Whittaker with a broken jaw and dental damage, Chimaev has positioned himself as the most dangerous threat to DDP's title reign. The 5-word post, religiously laced with a "Inshallah day, God willing," reflects not only confidence but a sense of destiny. He believes his championship victory is inevitable. This calculated use of social media is typical of Chimaev's psychological warfare, where brief but intense messages create buzz, unnerve opponents, and rally fans. Whether it's through cryptic posts or dominant performances, Khamzat is making it clear: he's coming for Dricus, and he expects to leave with gold. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to MMA Thread. We're dropping fight news, reactions, and raw analysis every week. Despite the intensity of Chimaev's callouts and rising fan pressure, Dricus Du Plessis remains unfazed. In a recent interview with Ariel Helwani, the South African champion made it crystal clear: he's ready for Chimaev and welcomes the challenge. "A Khamzat is next," Du Plessis stated, embracing the UFC's plan for his first title defense and treating the matchup as the next chapter in his quest to become the greatest middleweight of all time. Du Plessis didn't just accept the fight, he strategically dissected what he sees as the one major vulnerability in Chimaev's otherwise dominant game: his questionable cardio in the later rounds. Known for coming out fast and aggressive in the first round, Chimaev often pours everything into early exchanges, but critics have long pointed out the unknowns about his stamina across 5 full championship rounds. He goes for it in that first round, and he's really hard to deal with in the beginning of a fight, Du Plessis admitted. "But so am I." Then he laid down the gauntlet: "Once we get there, that's the thing. When you go that hard in the first round, rounds 2, 3, 4, 5 come, you still have to be there. I've proven that I am there in those rounds." Indeed, DDP has built his reputation on toughness, durability, and finishing power that doesn't fade. He's gone into deep waters before and come out victorious, including wins over 3 former champions. His approach to the Chimaev fight is clear: weather the early storm, take the fight into deep waters, and drown Borz in the championship rounds. In contrast to Chimaev's explosive finishes, Du Plessis' strength lies in his unorthodox striking, strong gas tank, and mental resilience. As the fight builds momentum, DDP believes it's only a matter of time before Chimaev's pace fades and his own intensity takes over. Although Dana White hasn't verbally attacked Du Plessis, the UFC president's decisions speak volumes. By immediately declaring that the winner of Du Plessis vs Strickland 2 would face Khamzat Chimaev, even before the fight was over, White essentially positioned Chimaev as the division's inevitable next king. It's a clear sign that the UFC brass sees Borz not just as a challenger, but potentially as the future face of the middleweight division. White's move to fast-track Chimaev into a title shot, after only one middleweight win over Robert Whittaker, sends a strong message. The promotion views Chimaev as a once-in-a-generation talent and a money-making headliner. This fast-tracking has not gone unnoticed by fans or fighters. Even welterweight champion Belal Muhammad publicly acknowledged this when he said, "He's got a tough test in front of him with Khamzat. I don't think he's gonna get past Khamzat." Muhammad even teased jumping into the middleweight division himself if DDP survives Chimaev, showing how high the stakes really are. In essence, Dana White's matchmaking sets the tone for what feels like a make-or-break moment for Du Plessis. It's not just about defending his belt, it's about proving to the UFC that he deserves top billing in a division where Chimaev is already being treated like a champion in waiting. If Du Plessis can silence Borz, it would be one of the biggest statements of his career. But if he falters, the UFC has made it clear, Chimaev is ready to take over. Who do you think takes this one, the relentless Borz or the unshakable Stillknox? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and make sure you're subscribed to MMA Thread so you never miss the heat before the war begins. Catch you in the next one.